What is up, YouTube? So today I'm going to be motion tracking a very short clip. I have not been posting a lot lately, and I am apologizing for that now. I've been very busy with not only personal stuff, just stuff in general. Not even school, honestly, I can't lie about that. Not even school issues. Just issues with constantly getting asked. Finally janking up prices so I don't constantly get asked. So, you just want to import an image sequence. You should already know about this. Render an image sequence from any cinematic with a constant camera motion. Well, it doesn't have to be constant, but you don't want too many changing properties in it. Anyway, I'm doing another Cinema 4D tutorial, even though I've been constantly asked about doing Photoshop tutorials and speed arts rather than Cinema 4D, because my good friend, he's an editor, has been having trouble motion tracking, so he asked me to teach him. So I tried to, and that didn't go so well, so I decided to make this video because it was past due for one of these, while other ones are a year ago. So he asked me to, and here I am, my last probably Cinema 4D video for a little while. I do enjoy Cinema 4D much though. Anyway, let's go back to frame 0, and let's go on to our motion tracker. As you can see, the points look motion tracked like everything else you think would be, because it can calculate the distance, but no. So we want to go to motion tracker, constraints, and create a position constraint. This position constraint is going to be somewhere near where you place your object, whether it's a text, a cube, or a logo. It's going to be near there. You don't have to put it exactly, because obviously there's not going to be a perfect point where you want it to be 90% of the time, because this point, this point, and this point all line up with where my text is going to be near, but I can't say that it's going to be exactly where I place my text, the middle of my text. So I'm going to click on this point for my position constraint, because it's near where my text is going to be, and you are done with this. That's how easy that one is. This one is just as easy. It's just a little bit more annoying because if you notice, you have points that move. Now, when these points move, you can see how this bugs me. If they move like this, you can't. It's gonna prevent your text from being motion tracked properly. I've made this mistake so many times and finally realized it. So as you can see, these points are not where they were from the beginning. So you want to go somewhere in the middle. See how they you want to find ones that have stayed the same. So this one, and this one have all been there throughout the whole time. So you want to, if you go back to the beginning, oops, my bad, go back to the beginning, these objects have not, well, the points that I've selected have not changed. They have stayed continuous throughout the whole motion track. Now this goes for all of them. The planar, and you want to change it to y-axis. You want to find 3 points that stay the same, and yeah, I can't really explain it better than that. And then now for a lot of people, if you want to have like a cinematic that has a wall on the side that is going to be blocked by the or the camera view is going to have it blocked, and you don't want to sit there erasing frames, then you're going to have to use a vector constraint to actually motion track it. This is, you put it at a corner, so I don't know if the camera is going from left to right and I want to put like text there, and it ended up covering the text, and put a vector constraint there so that it would hide it. But that is not true, so I cannot use it. Let's see. Well, I can't really explain it more. You have your y-axis, you have your constraints. So, MoGraph, MoText, or whatever you're gonna add, a logo, whatever. Now, your text, you're gonna have to do whatever you can to get it to fit where your camera is. Because literally, this camera places the, it's literally just looking at this clip through Cinema 4D. All the points are there, like it's literally there. The only thing is not, it doesn't show. So let's go back to using camera, and let's just place the text over there I do suggest downscaling it, not moving it back to look like it's supposed to be there. So I don't know if I put it Typograph Pro like I'm going to anyway. Yeah. There we go. Let's say Minx effects and downscale that just a little bit so it fits. Next, okay, so it is right there. Just gonna rotate it a little bit. Doesn't look good. There we go. So now it's in the wall. So, well, it's not in the wall. It looks like it's on the wall because it's not really behind anything. So I'm just gonna. Now it looks perfectly motion tracked. Next, after that, I want to go back to frame 0. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I suggest it because it makes more sense. I'm gonna load a material just for my text. Abstract, no, text, what was it, 89? Yeah, that's what I was using before. So go there. I'm just doing this just for fun. Cubic, seamless, go back. I just want to do this because it just looks so much cleaner. There we go. So now my text just looks better. I don't know, I had to, just for fun. Now the important part, yeah, you want to add a floor. Now your floor is going to be your new clip, what actually renders, because as you saw before, it doesn't actually render what you were doing. So now we have this. So obviously it's not looking so sharp right now. You just want to fit it how you want. Like, you can move it all around. It's going to be rendered as your clip. So you just want to have it behind your text or under your text. Unless you're gonna use it for shadows, then you have to re-render it as a. Oh no, re-render as an AVI with an alpha channel, then put it into an overlay on another clip. But anyway, let's forget about that for right now. So you want to go back. You want to put it behind your text, under your text. Depends on what you want. Anywhere, and if you don't want it affecting your text, just leave it behind. You just want to have your background completely covering the other part. So I'm just gonna have it sort of in the text so that the text looks like it's coming out of the wall. Then you want to create a new texture now, or material. I've been used to texture for some reason. And double click on the material and click on these 3 dots to open up a file, and click on the first frame, which will be the 0th frame in your image sequence that you're using for the clip, and click OK. You don't want to do this. Now once you do that, you want to click on this image that allows you to edit it. Animation, calculate. Now you have the frames, the same. It should be the same amount as this, and if it's not, I suggest changing it manually. I don't have a situation where I've seen it like that. So you'll be done. I'm just kidding. You're not gonna be done. You want to go to projection. Sorry if I'm going too fast, but it's a YouTube video. You can pause it. Frontal, and now, boop. It looks not so good because it is being rendered like it is flat, and yeah. So you have a Cinema 4D natural light from the Cinema 4D basic Lightroom. So you want to click on seamless. Well, that doesn't matter. I just click on that because when you make HD textures, it's a habit. So now what you really want to do is click on floor, Cinema 4D tags, compositing background for HDR maps, and cast shadows. Deselect that and leave self-shadowing on. So now when you render it, you get rid of that, and the text is, well, it just looks more like it's intertwined with the clip. I don't know, I guess I could have done it better. The only issue I have with this motion track is the background doesn't animate along with it, but it's still there. There's nothing different about it. It just doesn't give you a proper view of what you're working with. So if you imagine the clip, it's still changing. Oops. It's still changing. Wait, what the? 0. That was weird. I did not mean to do that. But yeah, so you can do this. Once you do this, you're actually done motion tracking. You just go to your render settings, go to all frames. You can leave this stuff, save, change it to what you want. I do suggest AVI unless you're going to be doing just a small spot floor and putting it somewhere else. Or if you're going to do something and you're like an Apple QuickTime Movie, obviously, but it's going to be AVI for me. Yeah, so I'm just gonna save it for my desktop. So let's see, motion track. Yeah, I failed at this once. Yes, so I have that, and the output's 720, 1280 by 720. Now, if your frame rate was any different, I just got this at a 30 frame rate. I don't remember why, but yeah, just change it to what it's supposed to be. If you got a 60 frame rate clip, even if it's a 59.97 or a 24.46, I believe, frames per second, you can always change that because Cinema 4D supports all of it. What is up, YouTube? So I have finally finished rendering. It only took a few minutes, but I tried to commentate this twice. One time I felt like I was just being stupid and did a little too much. Second time I stuttered the fuck out of 2 words. Anyway, the shoutouts, I give a shout out to Trill Aced, or Bolt Aced, or It's Aced, whatever you want to call him. He's a great friend. I'll leave a link to his channel below. I believe he has like 200 something. And yeah, he's a great editor, and the reason I made this video, he needed some help motion tracking, so an in-depth tutorial would be a lot better than me trying to teach him, because that wasn't going well, and I couldn't really explain to him what the problem was, because a lot of the time I didn't know what was wrong. It seemed like he was doing exactly what the right thing was. Anyway, let's continue. He's the reason I'm in Trill, which is the next shout out. Recently hit 1K, just made a thank you video of a bunch of vlogs. I wasn't in that because I wasn't there for the vlogs, and I'm definitely not gonna make a vlog. I'm not good at that. So yeah, shout out to Trill. I'll probably leave a link to their channel in the description too. Go sub to them, because it only takes a couple seconds. And finally, Bolt, the new well, not new, channel's coming back, or the clan's coming back, and because of Aced, I'm part of it now. And I believe we lost the 72k channel, and we still have the backup 12k. So even so, 12k, not a bad start at all, except for the comparison to what I used to have. Anyway, I'll leave a link to their channel in the description as well. Just go hit everyone up with a sub. It means a lot to see that number increase every day. Anyway, peace out. I hope you enjoyed this. I do want to say, expect to see Photoshop edits, whether they are speed arts or tutorials. Comment on each one about what you want, because if I do a tutorial and you prefer a speed art, because I'm sure nobody wants to listen to my voice, please tell me that, because I really don't want to talk anyway. But yeah, so expect great things at 50 subs, 100 subs, probably 500 subs, and 1,000 subs. Landmarks, because landmarks means, well, it means I hit a goal and I'm happy, and I want to show my support for you guys' support. Anyway, peace out. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Sorry I went a little in-depth, but someone really needed it, and I'm sure an in-depth tutorial is a lot better than something that's flimsy and doesn't explain it, and if you make a mistake, you need help all the time.